Hey everyone, Techne here, finally with the review of the HK Gaming Mira-M gaming mouse. And let me tell you what, we have a lot to talk about here. We'll be talking about the specs, the dimensions, using it, the build and everything, but we're also going to talk a lot of comparisons that I know are on your mind. So make sure you stay tuned for this one. Alright, so number one, and most importantly with any product in my eyes at least, and especially with the honeycomb mouse, and that is the build. Especially if some of you watched the Mira-S. We had some issues with rattling with some of those right there, right? Now let me tell you, with the Mira-M right here, I still have, I don't want to call it rattle, it's like a little clank. Do you hear it? And I gotta lean into it to make that happen, by the way. But as far as the rest of the build here, I mean, this thing is stinking solid. No creaking, no nothing. Very mild flex on the bottom if you really lean into it on the tail end here, but I mean, come on, you're not gonna be playing like this with your mouse, you know what I mean? So other than that, again, playing, even if I play a lot of fast-paced Call of Duty, right? Even when I'm playing, I'm spinning all around the place, you don't hear that rattle, you don't feel that rattle. Solid inside and out right here. And that goes right in line with the button clicks on this mouse. Let me tell you what, these things are stinking crispy, especially these side buttons. Like, gosh, you're just a pleasure. They really are. I don't get really wrapped up in the sound test, you know what I mean, for mice and stuff, but whew, hot diggity dog, these things are crispy.
Sort this.
As far as the cable on the Mira-M here, very nice, very loose, gold-plated connectors right here. I don't really see any need to paracord this unless again, of course, you want to go with something for some style. But as far as the cable, really nice here. Now, as far as performance of the Mira-M right here, underneath we're using the PMW 3360 sensor here, absolutely spot on, no lift-off issues or anything like that. With our feet, as you see, you got the 4 feet on the corners here. Now, as I stated, even with the Mira-S, I wish there was a foot right in the middle. As you can see, you got the little slot cut out right there. Again, I wish we had that slot cut out right there just to kind of give it a little bit of extra slide, but again, it is good how it is. Just a request. Now next up, and just as important right here, are the dimensions, the shape, and the feel of this mouse right here. And let me tell you what, it is an absolute joy in the hands. If you're a palm gripper, a claw gripper, or even a fingertip gripper, this mouse is gonna suit you. I got medium to large hands. You know, I know a lot of us like to measure hands. Oh, if your hand's this big, get this mouse. Your hand's this big, get this mouse. You know what I mean? I like to always base my mice off your play style and your grip style. So, of course, it will matter as far as your dimensions and everything, but if you're like me and you kind of like to flip around a lot and use a lot of different grip styles depending on your play style, fast-paced, slow-paced palm, fast-paced, you get into that fingertip every now and then, you know what I mean? That's what this mouse does for you, right? It's really versatile in all those grips. You can, again, get that cozy palm right here if you got a slow-paced time in your game or whatever, you know what I mean? You're camping in a corner or something, right? Just rest your hand on it, right? But then if you try to get real fast, bam, you're right into that claw or that fingertip, and the buttons are just absolutely... So just look at that. If you like your mice buttons to be pushed a little bit forward right there, like you hear me say all the time, this has it. And let me tell you what, they couldn't be in a better spot. Now, as far as the Mira-M being completely honeycomb, as I state in all of my reviews, you all know I cannot stand holes on the side of my mice. They just, again, me being a tighter gripper right there, my fingers tend to push into the holes, especially my pinky finger, and it just gets uncomfortable after a long play session. But the great thing about the Mira-M here is they come with grips. Grips 3, 1, and 2, and both sides, and it comes with some extra feet right there. So again, if you're like me and you don't like the holes right there, don't worry, because the grips come in here really nice, and they do make it very grippy, and just really fill out the mouse and complete it for me. All right, so I want to dive into a few comparisons that I think would probably be on your mind if you're looking into this mouse. At least they would definitely be on mine. And number one would be the HK Gaming Mira-S here that we recently reviewed. And let me tell you what, like I could throw the dimensions on the screen all day long comparing them both right here, and it really don't look too far off. But when you first off see these, and then number two, get them in your hand, this Mira-S is puny. I mean, this thing is tiny, you know what I mean? Definitely, if you saw when I reviewed it, right, definitely a fingertip-based mouse. Great mouse and everything, but again, you can clearly tell it's like a mini version, you know what I mean? So yeah, the Mira-M for me is definitely the way to go. Very versatile in all those grips, but yes, like I stated, the numbers don't look that different but wow, the Mira-M is tiny compared to the Mira-M. All right, so next up, and probably the most common comparison right here, at least I saw it a lot in my comments and a lot online, right? People are comparing the Mira-M or even the Mira-S to the Hati, the Gwolves Hati right here. And yes, they feel quite the same. Would I call them copies? No, of course you got the honeycomb sides on the Mira-M and not on the Hati over here. Now the buttons, the side buttons on the Hati are definitely much more smushy, I think it's smushy than on the Mira-M right here. You have that little bit of RGB on the front scroll wheel on the Mira-M and not on the Hati, but yes, they do feel quite similar here, but I would have to give the build advantages to the Mira-M. It definitely feels much more solid. But where I put the Mira-M, Mira-S, like I stated in that review, even with my Hati review, right? What I think this mouse really classes as is a budget Gpro Wireless. I mean, we all love the Gpro Wireless, you know what I mean? But hot tamale, this thing is expensive. $150 mouse, it's great. It does justify the price, like I stated in my review there as well, right? I love the Gpro Wireless. Fantastic mouse. But everyone wants to take some of these mice and compare it to like the Hati. Why? Because it's the Gpro Wireless with holes, you know what I mean? So again, all these mice right here, I would say they're a copy of the Gpro Wireless, if anything, and that's a great thing. That's not a bad thing, you know what I mean? Because again, the Gpro Wireless is an amazing mouse, but not all of us can afford a $150 mouse. Like, I mean, let's be honest, that's stinking expensive, you know what I mean? And again, going to the Mira-M right here, that's what you have. You have a wired budget Gpro Wireless. So if you've ever wanted the Gpro Wireless, I mean, this is your answer right here. All right, so one more comparison, then I'll wrap up my final conclusion on the Mira-M, which I'm sure you can pretty much sum up right now, right? But the one I want to bring in here is the mouse I just recently reviewed, the DharmaShark N1 right here with the 3389. I praised this mouse. I told everyone, I said, buy it now, thank me later, right? I love this mouse. I've been using the heck out of it. If you've been following me on Twitter, man, I've been knocking out some Call of Duty rounds with this thing, right? I absolutely love it. And yes, I highly recommend it. Right now, it's 40 bucks, 45 bucks, something like that, right? Mira-M over here is coming in at right at 50 bucks. And I gotta be honest, I love both mice. Hands down, both mice are fantastic. For me, yes, the N1, the DharmaShark, fits me better. I love something that I can rest my palm on over here, right? But out of the box, yes, the Mira-M is a better mouse. It's just more solid. It's just an all-around better package. The cable's great. You get the grips. As you see, I had to buy some extra grips for mine and some extra feet to make it come out. So again, the mouse came up to around, I don't know, 60, 65 bucks after I upgraded it. The Mira-M is just a package straight out of the box. I love both of them. Yes, I recommend both of them. For me, the DharmaShark fits my hand a lot better. But as I just stated, just to clarify any confusion right here, you guys are like, hey, Techne, you're recommending this, you're praising all these mice, which is a great thing to have, especially as a tech product reviewer, you know what I mean? It might be sounding like, oh man, this guy just praising everything, you know what I mean? Let me tell you what, as any tech product reviewer, loving a product and getting a product that's great is the best thing you can ever ask for. And again, with the Mira-M, the DharmaShark, right, Gpro Wireless, many other products, wow, these things are awesome, and I'm so glad I get to bring such great products to you. And wrapping it up, that is what the Mira-M is right here. A complete 100% recommendation. I mean, the price, the value, 50 bucks. This thing blows that stinking, what do we call that thing? Like, I can't even think about it, right? That thing just like boils my skin. Glorious, the glorious Model O. This thing blows that mouse out of the stinking water all day long. And I know I'm probably gonna catch slack on that. And the reason why I think that glorious Model O has so much praise is because it was the first budget, lightweight mouse that came out. But all right, it was the first. Let the stinking thing go, right? It's done. There's so many better options out there. Viper Mini, right? This right here, DharmaShark. I mean, there's so many other options out there compared to that stinking glorious mouse. And this thing is gonna take its spot right there. Trust you me, if you ever wanted the Logitech Gpro Wireless, this is for you. $50, Gpro Wireless, lightweight, wired, complete package out of the box. You're gonna love this thing. And just to back up my passion for the Mira-M right here, again with me putting my complete recommendation on this, putting my name on this right here, how much I like it, I did team up with HK Gaming to do a giveaway for this. Again, me putting my name on it, I want to participate in that giveaway to get in one of your hands to just show you how stinking good this mouse is right here. All you got to do is put a comment right down in the description, go on Twitter, follow the Techne1, follow HK Gaming, and I'll have all the rules right on there on Twitter, and then we'll pick that winner through there. So again, follow those steps. I'll put them right in the description down below and everything. But again, I just want to share this fantastic product with you. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching my review on the HK Gaming Mira-M right here. As you can tell through the whole review, my complete recommendation right here. Totally love this mouse right here. But hey, I hope I was able to answer some questions if you were looking into the Mira-M right here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye now.